President Trump sending a new threat to Iran amid chaotic protests that have turned deadly. At least 7 people have died, and protesters and police clashes have become more violent, with scenes like this playing out from big cities to small villages. Now the U.S. and Iran are trading threats as President Trump suggests America could step in. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey has the latest from the White House. Tom, good morning.
Hey, Nick, good morning from the White House. Yeah, President Trump saying that the United States could go into Iran to protect protesters as some big demonstrations take place across the country. In a post to Truth Social overnight, President Trump posted about this, and we want to show you what he wrote, saying, quote, "If Iran shoots and violently kills peaceful protesters, which is their custom, the United States of America will come to their rescue. We are locked and loaded and ready to go." At least 6 people, Nick, have been killed in clashes with police as protesters across Iran protest against a rough economy, reportedly even chanting for a regime change at times. Over a dozen more people have been injured. And despite the government declaring a holiday and shutting down earlier this week, protests grew across the country. We will note, too, that a member of Iran's National Security Council alleged without evidence and accused the United States and Israel of fueling these protests. Nick?
Tom, President Trump ramping up pressure on Venezuela, but President Maduro says he's ready to negotiate?
Yeah, some really interesting comments coming from the Venezuelan leader who spoke in a recent interview saying he'd be open to working with the United States to combat drug trafficking and take on oil investments. Take a listen.
The U.S. government knows, because we've told many of their spokespeople, that if they want to seriously discuss an agreement to combat drug trafficking, we're ready. If they want oil, Venezuela is ready for U.S. investment, like with Chevron, whenever they want it, wherever they want it, and however they want it.
Maduro went on to say that Venezuela can take on drug traffickers itself. He did not address President Trump's claims that the U.S. struck a port facility allegedly used to store drugs, instead saying he may address it in the coming days. The U.S., though, has not let up its strikes targeting suspected Venezuelan drug boats. President Maduro's comments come as over 100 alleged drug smugglers have been killed in strikes in the Eastern Pacific and the Caribbean. The Venezuelan president calling the strikes illegal and questioned the goal of the operation, saying, quote, "It is evident that they seek to impose themselves through threats, intimidation, and force." The New York Times reporting Russia has asked the U.S. to back off the chase for a Venezuelan oil tanker, and it refused to be boarded by the Coast Guard. The U.S. has seized 2 Venezuelan oil tankers in the past. Nick?
Tom Dempsey at the White House. Tom, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.